I think this pigeon has seen better days. My goodness. Anyway, good morning. Headed to the gym. It's about 5:30. Slept really well last night. Didn't want to get up this morning. I think I'm going to do a lifting workout today. I'm going to have the weekend off because we are traveling into the interior of the country by several hours. We're going to leave tomorrow at lunch. Hang on, I've got to dip between these overhanging trees. So, sun is just starting to peek out. It's not foggy today. It is a little cloudy. It's calling for a little bit of rain later this afternoon. But yeah, I'm going to head into the gym, see what we get into for about an hour and a half, and then I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, not the workout I was hoping for today. Got about 3 miles in, and my left ankle immediately, I don't know how to describe it, pinched right behind the inside ankle bone, right behind it, probably an Achilles tendon. It just, it feels like it wants to pop, so it's not really painful, but it's just pulling a little bit. Hang on, I'm sweating so much I've got to readjust the phone here. So, did that for under 30 minutes, got off there, went and got on the stairs, did that for 45 minutes, like to have died because of the ventilation and lack of AC in there. So I was trying to do another hour to finish an hour and a half, couldn't. So, got off of that in 40 minutes, went and got on the arc trainer for the last 20, and I am just drenched today in sweat. It's already hot out, and it did not have the AC on in there yesterday. I'm assuming that it is relevant to the person that opens the gym as to whether or not they turned it on and what temperature they put it at, but today was pretty awful. I left trails of sweat everywhere. So, won't be surprised if I get talked to about that in the future. Anyway, heading back, cool down, get a shower, start my work day.
Ten o'clock, I have finally finished Tyrona. It's taken me all week to edit Tyrona, and though
She looks like it'd take her all week.
Yeah, she's been kind of hanging out like this. Our maid is here. She's cleaning the house. Michael's hard at work. Mari went to get a facial appointment. I was thinking of going with her, but I decided not to because I really wanted to finish my work. And here it is. It's not even quite 10 a.m. yet, and I am done. I'm technically done with everything I set out for myself to do today. So, what to do now? I was just editing the video from yesterday, and I realized Michael told everybody he had a surprise for everyone in today's video. As we were getting ready to go to Exito last night, you said that if we were unable to get cash, that you would go back to Exito today.
And that happened.
And that's what happened.
And that's what happened.
And I got to thinking, we should probably tell them what the surprise is.
Oh.
Because I'm not sure the surprise is still going to happen.
Why?
I don't think you're going to go. I don't think you're going to make it.
Well, they just opened.
2 minutes ago.
Yeah. They're open until 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah. Well, what's the surprise?
I'm going to attempt to go get a haircut. There are a lot of layers to this.
Alone, you're not going with help.
I'm going by myself.
Is your phone working? Will you be able to
Number
use
one.
Google Translate?
I think so. Around 7:30 this morning, I think it switched back over to LTE service. So I think we've got that
So we
back.
finally got service again. I haven't been away from the house, so I didn't know about Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no. So language barrier.
You're very picky about your hair.
Very particular about that. I haven't started looking for photos. Don't even know that that's going to be
Helpful.
good enough, because I've had Marshall tell me tales about past experiences. But apparently it's a full service, so a wash and a trim, a little cleanup of the beard. Should be somewhere around 50,000 Colombian pesos, so about 15 US. So I'm going to go over there and see, because it is right across from the ATM. So we should be able to get a twofer, get that knocked out. So I'll try to film as much as I can. That's going to be another barrier, to ask whoever's cutting my hair to do that. So I'm going by
I think
myself.
you ought to just set your phone up as a time lapse and just let it go. And then talk about it on the walk back home.
I might try to do that. Is time lapse in Spanish?
Oh, well, if you probably...
Because I have to have something to prop it up on, right?
I know.
So I'm not sure, but we'll see what comes from it. This will be the first. It won't be the last.
It's the first time you've ever gotten your hair cut outside of the United States, right?
It's the first time that I've not sat down and researched who I'm going to, because of training or particular.
Well,
we have a guest.
Keep us posted.
I think it might be the washing machine.
Did somebody just get here?
Marshall brought him up.
Is it him?
It's a him.
Oh boy, I hope this is the washing machine part. We have been waiting for washing machine part
English
for weeks.
So.
Habla inglés?
I thought I heard Marshall speaking English to him.
Ooh.
Don't know, but I am venturing off on my own in a few minutes.
Good luck. Keep us posted.
It's going to be bad. I have a feeling it's going to be bad.
Pull this hair.
Okay, come on.
The washing machine part and a repairman are here, and he speaks English, and we're gonna have our washing machine back today. I can't even tell you how happy I am. We got all of our clothes washed yesterday and the stinky towels, but we have not had bed sheets laundered in way too long, and it's gonna be so nice just to be able to do laundry. I'm so happy.
It is. I mean, I need my book bag from. Your horse destroyed my book bag.
We need to wash things like our backpacks, because they got wet. They got rained on. They had wet clothes in them. We have.
It's a lot.
I'm so happy.
Are we drumming? What are we doing?
This will make great content. You
ready? Okay, ready.
Name that tune. Ready?
Uh-huh. You sure you have the beat right? I don't know. Okay, that is not bippity boppity boo.
I'm so happy. I'm acting a little weird.
A little bit.
I'm so happy we're having a washing machine.
That's what happens in the morning when you're caffeinated and
I
fully
had so
charged.
much coffee, and I had sat for 3 hours.
I know.
So it's it kind of all bubbles up, and the energy, the ADHD, I'm getting a little crazy. I'm just so happy.
More tabs are open in your brain, or
such good news to me.
Uh-huh. All right, I am off. And I probably should not have worn a light colored shirt, because I think I'm already sweating and I'm just outside the door. I do already have queued up on the Google Translate that I please need a haircut. So we'll go from there and see how long it takes, and see what kind of translation issues we may have. I only have about 4 blocks to walk. I'm walking back to the mall, and going to hit the ATM first and then go into the barbershop. Looky, everybody. I just got out. I didn't film in there. There was just so much of a translational issue that, and he told me he had so much stuff on his table that he couldn't set the phone up to film. But let me get in the elevator here, and let's talk about it. It was an absolutely great experience. The little receptionist was the only one that could speak just a little bit of English, and she and I navigated that very, very easily. I had been in there for well over an hour, closer to an hour and a half than an actual hour. He took his absolute time, precious time. It was just an amazing experience. I think I'm on S3. You can see all the levels of parking. I think this is the ground level. It was $50,000. That's with a shave here and a wash with the hair. I did tip him $10,000 because he did a great job. I actually asked the lady with Google Translate, and she said, "Oh yeah, of course." I was going to pull out some cash. I said, "Can you make change?" And we went around with that a little bit because I don't think I was asking the right way. Sorry if it's loud. Let me get out of the building. But then she finally figured out, and I figured out, she said, "Well, you can leave it on your phone as well." So I said, "That's perfect." So I added 10, and I actually asked her, I said, and this is what makes them so nice. She didn't have to be honest with me, but I said, is 10 enough? Because I don't know. That was, 10%, excuse me. Yeah, it was. And no, it was 20%. And she said, "Oh, that's absolutely fine." But I felt like he deserved it. He absolutely deserved it. Let me cross this street here and get out of this traffic, and I'll continue. The funniest thing that I think is the mustache. How it come down off of the nose so much. It does make me look a little more Latin. I might look like a local now, I'm not sure. All right. Let's go find Julie and see what her thoughts are. I think I'm on, yeah, here we go. Juju?
Hi. It looks exactly the same.
That's what I told the camera.
That's
what I
I
told
can
the
tell
camera.
it has gel in it, and it wasn't fixed before.
And they got a little, they like to do this. They actually did this with a razor on the side. Let me turn around.
How are you used to having that part done?
This part, it tapers.
Okay.
They used to do a 1 here, not an actual razor. I told the camera.
Which do you prefer? Do you have a?
No, babe. You know how long I've been gone. Like they really, he really took his time. But look, I think the funniest thing is he cut it away.
Did your beard too.
Yeah, but he cut it away from the nose. I told the camera I look a little bit more Latin because they pulled it down a little bit.
You look like you went to our girl back in Charlotte. Her name is Maddie, and said, "I want to look Latin, but I want to look like I'm pretending."
Yeah, right. That's what I told.
It's severe down the beard, but it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, that's what I told the camera.
The back looks a little different too, but I like it.
Well, I usually have it tapered, and they just squared it off.
Okay.
But there was some translational
I swear, it looks
stuff.
like you just went and put gel on the top. It looks exactly.
I know. We took just a little bit off the top, but he textured it, and yeah, I couldn't be happier. Yeah, that's my check-in.
How much was it?
Okay, I told the camera it was $50, and then I asked her if I could tip, and I pulled out, because I went to the ATM first, and
Did the ATM work?
the ATM worked.
Okay.
She spoke a little English. She was the only one but she helped me. She was very nice. She's the one that washed my hair, and I translated because she didn't understand. First I said, "Can you make change?" Well, I handed her a card, so she didn't realize. So I pulled out a 50, and then she wasn't sure if I was going to pay with a 50 or if I wanted it ran with the card. So then I used Google Translate and said I would like to leave a tip. She said, "Oh, you can leave it on your phone." I said, "Oh, okay." She said, "How much?" And I said, 10.
On your phone?
On the card.
Okay.
But it translated as data phone. But I assumed it meant on the card. And then I actually asked her, this is how nice these folks were. I said, "Is 10 enough?" And she's like, "Oh my goodness, yes. It's, because I only paid 50. So I was giving her 20%.
50,000 pesos, which is what?
$15,
$12,
yeah. The haircut was $35, and then the beard was $15. I told the camera they even offered me a lower back massage, and I'm like, I'm okay. Like it was, I didn't want to take advantage. I was feeling like I was taking advantage, so I gave him 10.
Did you have to use Google Translate the whole time?
He did not speak any English, but he and I understood. I understood what he was asking me. He understood what I was asking him. Like when I asked him for the textured scissors, like he knew what I was talking about, and So yeah, we got through that easy.
I'm so proud of you for doing this with no help.
I know. He did put his headphones in at one point when he was cutting my hair because he knew that he and I mean, there was nothing to talk about. But he spent so much time. I mean, he was so careful. I really had a good experience.
I'm so happy. I think you look fantastic. It looks exactly like what you like, with just a few little cultural.
Yeah, just a few. Yeah.
Whimsy.
Yeah. I told the camera, I was like, maybe I'll look a little bit more local now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That is it for midday. I think Jules and I are going to try to go get a little bit of sun out here before I start back to work. Right? I think. Okay.
All right. Noon update. The guy has left, but we're not sure if it's actually fixed because Marshall said he actually left a bunch of parts here.
Yeah, look, the front of it's not even on.
So I don't know if we have a washing machine or not, but at least we know that something has been talked about. We're headed to the pool for our UV. But something I've been meaning to say, and I don't think I've said it in these vlogs. If you've been around for a while, you know Aber has had a little bit of a weight problem.
Chunk.
We've been trying to get her to lose. She got up to 30 pounds, and we thought she was a healthy weight, but we found out she's supposed to be 25. So getting 5 pounds off a dog that small is tough. We've been monitoring literally every calorie she gets. But we found we hadn't weighed her, you know, since her vet appointment. That she did not get weighed, the one we had right before we left. So she hadn't been weighed since, I don't know, 6 months ago or a year ago, whenever her last real vet appointment was. And she actually is the right weight. She is 25.
So happy about that.
I know, I am so thrilled. I did not realize. Now, she didn't lose this weight here in Columbia, but we just hadn't weighed her in a while. So it's probably
after the whole vet thing, we weighed her. And
it had probably been a year since she'd had her weight taken, but we didn't realize she had lost that much weight. She's so fluffy, you don't really notice it. But
yeah, when her hair grows out, but then she gets wet and she looks even tinier.
She got weighed with all that emergency disaster we had a couple weeks ago, and she's right at the healthy weight, and we're thrilled. She's maintaining it. At first, I was like, oh my God, she lost all this weight in the heat, but then I realized we haven't weighed her in a long time.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
All of our monitoring of the calories and whatnot, I guess it really paid off. So very thrilled about that.
Very.
All right, we came to the pool, but there's kids here, and despite what the phone says, I don't believe this is going to be any real UV. So we're going to try again later if we can. If Michael doesn't get too busy with work, we're going to try again later. We got about 15 minutes. I know. This is what it looked like when we left our house. Like, it's sort of cloudy, but some sun. But now it's actually raining on me right now. I am so surprised how much sunnier Florida is than here.
I am too. Yeah.
And I appreciate the cloudy days because they also tend to be really breezy, and the rain helps bring down the temperature some too. So I haven't been sweltering hot. I mean, I've been pretty hot, but not terrible. But we may try this again later. How did I never know this row of pink houses was over there? Hang on. I have literally never noticed these, but I love them. Gotta ask Mari more about that. And I like this multicolored building right out in front. Look at she told me there was an Olympic pool very close to us. I sure wish I could go swim in that and get some exercise. Love those pink houses though. I'm gonna have to get a photograph. Also, our phones are not working again. We thought they were working when we got up. I got off Wi-Fi and it said I had LTE and some bars. But I got back on Wi-Fi, and when we went to the pool, I realized I don't have any service either. Neither does Michael. Not really sure what's happening. We are stuck on Wi-Fi if we want to be able to use our phones right now. So that's been a little bit irritating. Our maid has made us plantains and lentils and basically cooked up all the meat that we had left. A whole bunch of this is burger meat. And some rice for lunch. I'm so excited, and there will be mango juice. Yay!
So load up.
Manipulation. Download on everything.
Let me show everybody what Michael did with his.
That's number 2.
That's his second plate, by the way.
Oh.
His second plate.
Michael's gonna need a hamburger shortly.
All right, yeah. CS.
Like, take away the soul. It's like, I just want you to say my name.
They had good intentions in the beginning,
Yeah. I just wanted to be loved.
She did not give a flying shit about that, did she?
No, she didn't.
This dog is like...
That plate's gonna look like it came out of the dishwasher.
All right, it's about 2:45. My phone says the UV is 5 now.
I don't know.
We're gonna try this again. We were only out here about 10 minutes earlier. We're gonna try this again, see if we can get a little bit of UV. It is just a gorgeous day. Nice breeze.
Apparently, I look a little bit more like a Miguel. If you just
Than
kind
a
of squint
Michael.
your eyes a little bit, look at me a little sideways.
I mean, from
After
this
I've washed
angle,
my
I
hair.
can take the camera. See, from this
Yeah.
angle, it does look like I'm Miguel pretty good.
I told him it looks exactly like before with a slight flare
Yeah.
of culture.
A flare of culture.
Yeah.
Bryce also getting
A flare of culture.
a flare of culture.
All right, it's 5:45.
Is it already?
We're taking Abra out before a thunderstorm comes. I did not even have time to brush my hair. I had to
Me
rush
either.
through a shower. And we gotta, come on, give the dog a potty walk.
You can see I have washed my hair out and have not styled it yet. We're trying to do this pretty quickly because it does look like, I think it's actually even sprinkling right now. Looks like it's going to rain a little bit. So we got to get this walk out of her because Mari's parents have invited us to a restaurant tonight. So we're going to head back and get ready. Ooh, it's already starting to get slick on the sidewalks too. As soon as the first few drops fall, this tile gets slick. But anyway, still liking the cut. I'm going to style it the first time and then we'll probably film as we're getting ready to leave. I think dinner's around 7. It's not a fusion joint, but it is an Italian place and a Japanese place that share in the middle the same seating arrangement space. So we're going to head that way once little Abadoos gets finished with her walk and we get ready. Feels amazing out, minus the watching out for not falling on the sidewalk tiles. It's a nice little breeze. Temperature has dropped. It's in the 70s now. And we've got sunset probably in the next 30 minutes. So it turned out to be a really nice day. The last 2 days have not been terribly hot. The hottest part was when I was walking to the barber this afternoon. But that's our mid-evening check-in. And we'll be back in just a second. Let's see what we go eat. I'm not exactly sure which side we're going to have. We're all seeming to be tending toward Italian, but we'll see.
Never mind my hair. I had to shower
stop.
quickly because the thunder is coming, and now I've got to get the dog to eliminate quickly before we all get ready. I am so full from that.
I am too.
And I ate 2 plates of food. Our maid is such a good cook.
So it may be a situation of we get a few plates for the table and just dabble.
I'm just excited to see Mari's parents and spend an evening with them. I like them a lot. They're so nice. And it's really nice of them to invite us out so much. So.
Yeah, Thursday seems to be the night that they try new restaurants, and of course everything's new to us, so we typically go and see what the food offerings are. So this will be our first ever Italian food, if that's what we end up deciding on the two sides. Yeah. However, Mari tells us that there is a large Italian influence in the city. So the ingredients that they use are very simple and very good. So hopefully none of that really irritates any of us because we are all trying to eat as clean as possible. So more on that a little bit later.
All right, off we go. We didn't really bring any nice clothes to Colombia. We weren't expecting to go nice places. Mari assures me what I'm wearing is fine. I don't have much to choose from. I probably should go shopping and get a couple nice outfits. I left all my dressy clothes in Florida. See, look, Mary looks fantastic. She's had the same shirt on all day. But she threw on a pair of pants. I never thought to bring pants to the equator. And she just looks put together and great.